Okay, how's everybody? This is Kellogg's. I know I've been saying for a long time that I was going to come on here and explain to you why I play pets the way that I do. Excuse me. Well, this is what I get out of it. The pet game is basically us who play, for the most part, play with people that play, don't play, disappear, and don't even care who we are. But we make a big deal out of it. And it's okay because most games that we have do have rules. Okay? The only thing I don't like about all this is that in groups, when you make rules, what happens is when you have a list of friends that are already in your list, that maybe some you communicate with and some you don't. Some you want to meet, and most you don't. But at the same time, we're here in a group setting where we're communicating with each other in some sort of way. And the pet game is one of those ways. But this is just my personal view. So that way you'll understand why at the back of my name you see DIMS, which means does it make sense? Which is something that I'm going to do on YouTube. And I use the pet game to really check out people's attitudes. Number one, for those of you out there, especially black people, now I'm not prejudiced, please, but just understand which side of the fence I do stand on, which is I stand for everybody, but I want my people to understand something that I recognize and maybe you don't know, that maybe you can share with your kids in order to stop a lot of this nonsense that's going on out here in the world today. What it is that I would like for those who have the initiative and that are not afraid to go and seek, search, and find out for yourself basically what is meant by the Willy Lynch Papers. I look at this game as the Willy Lynch Papers, and I'll tell you why. Because the Willy Lynch Papers basically showed how to integrate, segregate, and separate. And that's what we do in this pet game. We turn around and we find those that want to come into the group. We separate them from their friends, and then we turn around and make our own rules in order for us, the group, to maintain the stability that we're trying to accomplish, which is we all want to gain more money. I have a problem with the rule of leaving your friends behind and not allowing them to play along with you, even if they don't know how to play, but they want to learn how to play. It's like you teach your kids. When you teach your child how to ride a bike, basically, for the most part, the initiative is, oh, I saw my brother get on it. Let me get on it and let me start pedaling. And I should be able to maintain. Oops, no, you don't. Because then you got to think about whether or not the bike is too high, too big, or whether or not you even have any balance. And you have to learn these things, and somebody has to teach you. So, what I do is I turn around and I play with those who are just getting started, who want to play the game, who don't understand the game. So, I try to explain the game. I explain to the fact that some people are going to come and ask you to join a group. You join the group, they tell you what pets to buy and what pets not to buy, but they want you to buy their pets. You buy their pets and they leave you by the wayside. Now that's life. That's what that is. That's life. Because you got to watch and take heed to what's going on, whether or not they're pulling you up along with the other group members fast enough to keep up with them. But what they want you to do while you're doing what you're doing is they want you to buy their pets in order to make them money, to make you look like you're doing something because they buy you a few times and then they leave you. Well, here I leave no one behind. I pick you up by the bootstraps and I carry you along with me as those that are ahead of me help me out to help you out to help us all out in the end. But there's no group. I used to have a group, and my group was Kellogg's has no rules. But people got offended and scared, and I started getting all kinds of nonsense in a lot of comments that came to me. So, that's how it goes, especially from a group called Gifted, which, the head leader howled about, well, this was a group of God, God's children. Well, God didn't leave anybody behind, remember? He picked everybody up. Mary Immaculate, all of them, all the ones that even did him wrong. He did not leave them behind, but he left them with a story, and stories that we tell our kids all day long. It's about attitude, ladies and gentlemen. It's about buying people that don't give a damn about you to make money so you can move up and then move on. But my thing is that I help those who cannot help themselves move up so they can continue to play somewhere along the line with me and the people that are ahead of me who are pulling me up. And I do try to buy from them to help them out and show my appreciation. So I have no rules. Dead pets, active pets, pets with no pets. Who really gives a damn? Because I'm going to tell you why. It's all about money. If you turn around and you take a pet and you buy that pet and somebody else buys that pet from you, well, guess what? You just made money. You make more money playing this game in play than what you do when you play Monopoly. Okay? That's all to it. So who cares? A dead pet, a ghost pet. I'm under the impression that either the ghost pet is somebody that came on that deleted their site, or, which I have found out, that some people just leave because they're sick. A lot of people that I have talked to on Tag have some kind of illness going on, and we all get sick, whether or not it's a bad heart, whether or not it's lungs, whether or not it's leukemia, whether or not it's cancer. We all end up getting sick. But guess what? As long as you're there, you're available to the next player to actually move you around. I don't look at the fact that, oh, somebody hit me to come flip somebody because she looked good. Doesn't make any difference. A pet's a pet. It's like how I feel about the Playboy magazine and Hustler and all this stuff that we see on TV. I mean, you can shake your ass and your booty or whatever you want to call it and show it, and it's nice and round and plump and juicy and all that good stuff. But guess what? At the end, it's just another person with a different face and a different body. Doesn't make any difference if they're fat, large, small, in between. We're all people. So we show that we actually discriminate because of the fact that, oh, this pet won't sell because it's not pretty. Or this pet won't sell because it's not a person that we see, but it's a picture of something, a tree, an ocean, a mountain. Who cares? If one person buys it, the next person buys it from them, and they keep passing it along, we all make money. It's that simple. So why do we make so much out of it? We don't. You do. Because I don't. Why? I don't care. I'm not going to take any of these people home and bring them and sit them down at my table and feed them. I'm not going to bring them upstairs and put them in my bed and bed them. It doesn't make any difference to me. It's just a game. But what happens is when I ask for help from my friends, there are some, because I've had 3 sites that are still active. I've had about 6 sites that have been taken off because of one thing or another through Tag. because I question them about a lot of things that they do. So I just keep rolling. But it's about the attitude. The attitude, whether or not you want to help your fellow man. That's what it's about. It's not about you trying to always make money. It's about maybe what you did was gave somebody, a smile for the day when they came on because nobody played with them. And all of a sudden, all their pets are gone, or half their pets are gone, or somebody just bought a pet because nobody has bought a pet for, a month at a time. You think about the fact that this site is a site where you meet people that have feelings. That's what this is all about. It's about feelings. Don't get all wrapped up in all these rules from everybody. Just go and have fun. That's how I look at it. So if you like it, join me. If you don't like it, don't join me. If you want to play, play. If you don't want to play, don't play. But one thing on my site that I will let you know that I don't deal with is wallflowers. Just because you are who you are and you just want to sit, I don't need 500 friends that I don't talk to. I try to communicate with people that are on my site at least once a month. If it's no more than how you doing, what you doing, and how you feeling. Because like I said, for the most part, everybody that I have came in contact with, whether it be email, whether it be through Yahoo, when we turn around and exchange, addresses, or whether it just be on my mail, I find out that sooner or later something happens to all of us. And it's nice to know that when a person has a bad day, that somebody came and gave them a smile. Because Lord knows I've gotten plenty smiles, even on days that weren't really bad, but the smile was good enough in order to make that day that much better. So for all you ladies out there that are on my site, I thank you. And for all you gentlemen out there that haven't made it to my site, there's a reason. Because I don't believe that, I need to have all these people on there just sitting around doing absolutely nothing. It's like when you have a party and you have a group of people and you're trying to put this party together for that group of people and no one steps up to the plate to say, "Can I help?" But yet you spend your money. It's like, when I got married, the first time. I'm not married now, but, everybody wanted to have this big shindig, and it was like, okay, who's going to pay for this? And I foot the bill. Everybody had fun. But when it came time to clean up, to save me some money, everybody was out the door in their car and calling me up how about, well, dang, man, we had such a nice time. When you going to have a party at your house? Well, guess what? When I partied at my house, I could count the people on two hands that we enjoyed ourselves. The rest of them, guess what? I guess they're in the club somewhere spending money that they don't have to spend when, guess what? The party went on here. So I'm saying to all you wallflowers that actually take the time to read this for 15 minutes to realize that my page is not a page you sit on. It's an active page. Whether you're playing pets, whether you're just there to make friends, because I'm not looking for anything. I always figured that whatever was going to happen was going to happen, and I leave that in God's hands. But remember one thing, you made a friend, you got a big brother, and you got somebody that will step up to the plate and tell you whatever it is that you need to know. It may not be what you want to hear, but I will tell you the truth. I will not hide. I will not shun from anything. I am who I am, which is a very, very, very proud black man of native descent. Okay. So if you like where you're at, enjoy it and have a good day. Peace.